Focus. Yes. Okay. So it has been a while since I've made any kind of Q&A or vlog, and it's just that I've been going through some changes. One big change is that I can't roll my tongue, so drum roll sound. I'm pregnant. So, let's see. Part of me wanted to say, I don't even know how that happened. But I do know how that happened. Okay, that got awkward already. So, one of the things that I'm going to do is I'm going to do a vlog for every trimester where I answer some of the questions that you sent me and just some things that I think are interesting to know about the pregnancy journey. And our one question that came up a lot was, how did I know? Did I know like ahead of time, or was it just the typical biological functions missing that kind of gave it away? And for me, I knew that I could be pregnant because I am a little bit weird, and I've been off birth control for about 6 years, so I actually know my cycle really well, and I have been able to feel like when I'm ovulating and even from which side, which is, I know it's kind of strange, and some people say that's not possible, but seriously, I know. So I knew that it was a possibility. Another question was, were we like actively trying? And I guess you could say yes. We had decided to like stop being careful and just see what happened. And in our case, we were super, super blessed and fortunate because it was not a long road for us. It happened really quickly, and it really took me by surprise, and it took me a while to sort of wrap my head around the idea that, wow, I was pregnant and I am going to, like, someone someday is going to call out for mom and they're going to be looking for me. That was just a trip. I mean, really. So anyway, that's how I knew. That was our very short journey to this point. And my initial feelings were not great, gotta say. But for the record, now, today, I am 14 weeks pregnant, and I am 100% on board. I am thrilled. I am really excited. I feel super fortunate to be on this journey, this path. I know how difficult getting pregnant is for so many people, and I just feel really blessed that we're able to do this. I'm really happy. That's pretty much the end of that. That's the short story. I'm really happy. How did I tell Adrian? So I found out that I was pregnant right kind of like around the time of his birthday. And so I decided to make it kind of part of his birthday present. And so I ended up sending him, I found out a few days before I told him, and that was the longest few days of my life. But I decided to send him on a scavenger hunt around the house. So I had different clues put everywhere, and then the last one was a poster, like a little poster board in the oven with a pregnancy test taped to it that said that like our family was expanding to 3. So yeah, he was thrilled. He is still so happy. He's been like over the moon since day one. Super excited, so that was great. Another question that comes up a lot is, are we gonna find out what we're having gender-wise? Yeah. I am way too impatient to wait. I think big gender reveals, like whether it's a party with your family or something else, are amazing. I love them, and I think it's even more amazing to like have it be a surprise until the day you deliver. But I do not have the patience for this. I want to know everything. Being the first time that I'm pregnant and having a baby, I just feel like I actually want as few surprises as possible. Even the good ones. I want to know as much as possible as soon as possible. So yes, we will find out, and yes, I will tell you in another few weeks. Now, you can tell me what you think we will have, but deep down in the depths of my soul, I have known what it is since like almost as soon as I knew I was pregnant. I knew what I was having. So yeah, I would love to hear your guesses, and I won't tell you what I think it is yet because that will just give it away. Okay, another question. Are you hoping for a boy or a girl? So Adrian is definitely hoping for a boy. He's been hoping for a boy since like forever that I've known him. He always wanted a son. So we'll see. I don't care either way. I can see so many positives and so many fun little unique experiences, whether it's boy or girl. So I don't care what it is at all. But like I said, I already know what it is. So I sort of have all of my emotional energy tied to that, which maybe that's a bad idea. But I don't know, I just feel really confident about my guess. Are you gonna give birth in France or the US? So I will be giving birth here in France. I don't think there's anything wrong with the US, but we're in France right now. The healthcare is great. Honestly, every situation that I've sort of played out, it just makes sense to do it here. And also, from like a very practical perspective, it's just way, way, way cheaper. Like seriously. In the States, you can easily like go bankrupt with a hospital bill, you know? I mean, you can spend $100,000 if there was something that goes wrong. Here, that would just never happen. So I have a little bit more peace of mind doing it here, that like whatever happens, we'll be able to handle it, not a problem. And like I said, the healthcare is great. My doctor is fantastic. So I have good feelings all around about giving birth here in France. Will you share photos of the baby? Yes! I see the baby having a role in Bad Yogi even. Like I definitely will be sharing things, but I really want to be clear that Bad Yogi is not going to become a mommy-baby space. So I'll create some prenatal classes and postnatal classes, but all of the normal stuff that you're used to is not going anywhere. So I really want to make that super, super clear. Bad Yogi is not a mommy-baby thing. I'm having a baby, and so I'll share my experiences, but all of the things that you know and love, the normal classes, I have filmed ahead so many classes. Like seriously, I've really been busting my butt to make sure that I can keep up with everything that you need, even as I'm going through this kind of unique journey on my own. So yeah, for the Bad Yogi Studio, I actually filmed, as soon as I found out I was pregnant, I started planning. And I filmed classes for Bad Yogi Studio through February of 2020. So like we're covered, and I've got plenty of things coming for YouTube. But like I said, in addition to that stuff, there will also be some prenatal things, so fair warning. And if you're interested in like the more day-to-day, like, oh my gosh, I want to keep up with the whole journey of this pregnancy, follow me on Instagram at Erin Motts. Bad Yogi, I'm going to do like a weekly update on Instagram at Bad Yogi Official. And then for those of you who are like, I want all the nitty-gritty details, all of that is going to be on at Erin Motts on Instagram. So you'll have everything that you want, hopefully. I know it's early, but do you have a birthing plan? So I haven't painted out all the details yet. I have an image, a vision of of the direction I think I'm gonna go in. I'm not gonna share that quite yet because I also want to give myself some time to reflect on the decisions that I'm making. But I will be in a hospital. I will have a doctor and a midwife. And there's some other things I'm toying with, but yeah, like I said, I'm gonna wait to share those details until I get closer, or I might just wait until like after it's done and then I'll share what I ended up doing. But really, as everyone says, I totally agree, it's whatever I need to do to bring my child safely into this world, I'm gonna do. No complaints, no problems. I'll have a plan, but sometimes the best laid plans, you know? So yeah, whatever has to be done, I'm gonna do it. In general, how are you feeling? So I'm seriously embarrassed to talk about this because I have had the easiest first trimester in the world. Like, I have had almost no symptoms. Initially, I was a little tired, but not really anything crazy. I've had no morning sickness whatsoever. I've had a couple random aversions to food. The only thing that I really felt super different was pretty much, seriously, like 2 days after, 2 days after sperm met egg. I swear to God, like my boobs grew overnight and they were so sore and so heavy, and they just haven't stopped since that day. So other than that, I've really felt great. I've had my energy. I've been able to teach, like film ahead so many yoga classes. I'm still strength training. I'm kind of doing everything I normally do. So I've been feeling really great, and I'm super, super lucky to feel so good, because I know that's not normal. What exercises do you avoid now that you have a bun in the oven? So, like I said, there's been a few things that I've changed. So in my practice, in my yoga practice, I've stopped doing like a lot of jumping movements. I've stopped laying on my stomach. I've stopped doing any kind of back bend, even mild back bends like cobra and up dog. They just feel really bad. It feels like I'm way overstretching the front side of my body, and I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna stop doing that. Workout wise, I have stopped sprinting. I've stopped doing box jumps, things that are really high impact. I'm being overly cautious. I still feel pretty good to do it, but you know, this is my first experience here, and I just want to take it easy and really take this time as a slightly more gentle, nurtured chapter in my life, and I just want to enjoy going a little bit easier. But yeah, I'm still doing a lot of the same stuff, and every woman is going to be different with what they feel comfortable doing versus what they don't. Like, I've seen stories about women who were marathon runners before, and then through their pregnancy, they just continued training like that, and they were totally fine. So I think it's safe for you to continue doing what you're doing for the most part if your doctor gives you clearance, but when you find out you're pregnant, it's definitely not the time to start some brand new fitness routine or something really intense. All right, I'll do one more. How do you envision life with baby/being a mom? This is a really big question because I've given it so much thought, and it's difficult to really say with certainty how that's gonna look. Overall, I'm really excited for the adventure. I feel like it's a bit of an honor to go on this journey and to take on this experience. Overall, I see it being a challenge at times. I see it being really rewarding. I see it in a lot of ways kind of like having a business is. There are so many things that come up when you have a business that really make you question all of your decisions. They really make you wonder what the heck you're doing and why you have decided to do it. But on the flip side of that, there are moments that are so fulfilling, so rewarding, and that just perpetually remind you why you took this road to begin with. And so I think having a baby and being a mom is going to be really similar in a lot of ways. I really think there's going to be plenty of days where I think, what the hell have we done? And also plenty of days where I think that's the most important work I've ever entered into. So yeah, I feel like there's a lot of unknowns, but I'm kind of okay with that. So anyway, I just wanted to do like a quick little vlog, answer some questions. I will definitely do more of these if you're curious, in addition to like the other regular Bad Yogi stuff you get around here. This would just be bonus stuff. So if you have other questions that are pregnancy related or anything around this topic, let me know, and I'll definitely do more Q&As or vlogs like this just to kind of, share the journey with you. So that's all. Just wanted to give you a quick update. Thank you so much for being here. I mentioned the Bad Yogi Studio earlier. I'll link to that in the description below if you're curious. But otherwise, thank you again for joining me here on YouTube and everywhere else. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys right back here next time.